Hey, my name is Katherine F, and I graduated from Richmond Hill in 2012. And I currently work as a production assistant in a documentary production company in Soho because I'm a filmmaker. And it's actually my first job since graduation from college. I graduated college last year with a Bachelor in Fine Arts BFA degree in film and video production. I'm glad that I'm doing this because when I was an incoming freshman and I was terrified, I wish that I had access to videos like this one where old students would talk to you about their honest experience, because I feel like that would have made things a little bit easier, or at least would have made me know what to expect. But I remember walking into it thinking that it wasn't a good school, that it didn't have the best reputation. I wanted to get into a good school, and it didn't feel like I was gonna get that experience walking in to Richmond Hill. That was my first impression. In high school, I was very shy, I was very awkward, I was very close-minded and a little uptight, but I was very driven, very hardworking, very friendly, very sweet. I was in a lot of clubs and organizations. I did a lot of volunteer work. I was in the sports team, I was in the volleyball team, so I was an athlete. So that's me painting a picture so you get an idea of what kind of student I was. I was an overachiever. Most things that I would commit to, I would try to give it 100%, and so I ended up getting a lot of good grades because I worked really, really hard, and I gained this reputation, I guess, for as a straight A student. One time in class, for some reason, the teacher decided to announce the scores to everybody in the class, and I didn't do particularly well in that exam, and she announced my grade to the whole class, and that was so embarrassing for me. And I really wish she hadn't done that, because that was not fun for me, and it really discouraged me because I felt this pressure that I put on myself a lot of times to do really, really well. And the one time that I didn't, she announced it to the entire class. There was this boy who was harassing me, so he would grab my bra from over my clothes and he would be like this, and he would be doing that the whole class, just doing that. And then I think I confronted the teacher about it, but for some reason she didn't take it seriously the first few times, and then eventually I remember that she did move his seat, but that made me really, really uncomfortable, and that was not... It could be one of those things that after a while you could not want to go to school because of that one thing. So I think it's important for teachers to pay really close attention to what's going on between students and address it whenever they can, and address it responsibly. Address it in a way that's not horrible for either kid, in a way that's constructive and positive. The best moments that I remember are from my junior and senior year of high school, for sure. I don't know what happens senior year or leading up to senior year, so junior and senior year, but I feel like it's the reality settling in that we're coming to the end of this journey, and that we've been on this journey for a couple of years, and I think that makes everybody more communal. So you bond and you connect on a deeper level with some students, and you get to do a lot of activities together. So I know we went to a trip in Washington. I don't remember why, but that was really fun. I think we went laser tagging. We went on a school trip laser tagging. I think that was junior year. The prom expo, prom, senior barbecue. I think we had a senior sports night where we got to play the teachers. So I was in the volleyball team, so a lot of the girls in the team, we had a game against teachers who got together and we played volleyball. That was so much fun. We performed in school. I was in music class. I was part of the percussion. I was doing the drums, and that was really that was wonderful to perform in front of students like that. It was really special. There were teachers that they were the only reason why I would wake up in the morning to go to school, because I was excited to go to their class, because they made me feel capable and they had faith in me. And I don't know, that's very, very important. There were so many of those teachers in Richmond Hill High School, teachers that were supportive and made you feel celebrated and pushed you in positive ways so that you could get to where they knew that you could go. And that was probably the number one thing that I took away from that high school. I wish I didn't have this I I didn't think that there was this impending thing at the end of my journey in high school, the real world, this really terrifying thing that I was gonna face, and that it was gonna be really hard and really scary, and that I wasn't gonna be prepared for it. Like, I wish it wasn't presented that way, and I wish I was told instead what I'm telling you now, which is that the real world is every day, that the things that you learn in high school will carry over. There's nothing to be afraid of. Everything is part of the journey, and you have control over a lot of that anyway, like over the decisions you make are going to lead you to where you're going to go. So I think creating that idea that we were going to face this scary thing called the real world after high school was a little more detrimental than it was helpful, because it made us fear the reality of things, when in reality, the reality of things is something that we face every single day. Take high school as an opportunity to discover yourself, to try new things, to explore as much as you can. Even outside of school, get involved, like do something. Go after the things that move your spirit, that make you excited about being alive, that mean something to you, that are important to you for whatever reason, whatever those things are. Follow those things, explore those things, because that's going to come back around after high school. You're trying to figure out what you want to do with your life, and it's going to be really important for you to get in touch with that. So I would encourage students to explore as much as they can, take initiative. It is your personal responsibility to make your high school experience the best it can be. That is your job. That is up to you. That is on you. So if you walk out of high school feeling like it wasn't amazing, maybe you had something to do with it. Maybe the decisions that you made, maybe the attitude that you have, the outlook that you had something to do with that. It is most definitely your responsibility, for the most part, to make your high school experience a positive one, to make any experience in your life a positive one. So a lot of my strengths and weaknesses now, a lot of those are tied to my experiences in high school, because that's where it all started. And I wouldn't want to have it any other way. Like, I really wouldn't want to go back and do it over or anything like that, because I don't know, it's just like going to a place where nobody has their shit together, but everybody is trying to make things work. And at the end of the day, we make the wheels keep turning somehow. The teachers, the students, like everybody. Like, it really shaped who I am now, and I'm pretty happy with who I am now for the most part. I hope this helps, and good luck.